Welcome for today's meditation, August 18th. Always we start by paying respect. Namo Buddhaya, Namo Dhammaya, Namo Sanghaya, Buddhang Dhammang Sanghang Saranang Gacchami. Always it's important to start by paying respect, because what we pay respect to, we connect to, and the heart opens to this, and this is the energy which can come in. So Buddhist, Christian, Hindu, whoever can pay respect in their own way. And if we have no particular tradition or lineage, we can simply pay respect to all that is holy in the universe. So now we close the eyes, we open the heart. We bring the attention to the body, being aware of the body posture. If we can sit with our legs crossed like this, it's good. It's a very stable position, posture. If not, we can sit on a chair. The important thing is the back should be comfortably straight, not too stiff and not too loose. We become aware of the sensations of the body, how the body feels sitting here. There's the contact of the body against the chair or against the floor. There's the contact of one hand on the other. There's the contact of the arms on the legs. There's the contact of the two lips pressed together, and all the other sensations around the body. We become aware of all the sensations of the body, bringing our awareness to the body, and we can try to visualize the body. Where we send our attention, we send our mental energy. So by visualizing the body, we're sending our attention and our energy back to the body. We bring the attention to the breathing. We can focus at the nose, where we feel the air come in and go out, just keeping the attention at that one point, at the gateway. Usually we feel the breath most clearly at the inside of the nostril. Or we can keep our attention at the abdomen, where the abdomen rises on the in-breath and falls on the out-breath. So we can see where we like to keep our attention, and then we keep the attention there. We don't go from one to the other. If we have a mantra, we can use a mantra. It can be very helpful to keep the mind centered. In the Thai forest tradition, we use the mantra Buddho. Buddho is a Pali word. It means the state of mind of the Buddha, state of mind of the enlightened beings. It has a threefold translation. It's translated as the knowing one, the radiant one, the awakened one. We breathe in, silently repeating in the mind We breathe out, silently repeating in the mind, Do. A Christian can use a Christian mantra such as breathing in, Yay. Breathing out, Sus. Or there are many other mantras we could use, or we can use no mantra, just being aware. Being aware of the breathing, being aware of the body, being aware of the mind, and always keeping the mind in the present. If we send the mind to the past, maybe anger comes up in the mind, or maybe sadness. If we send the mind to the future, maybe anxiety. So we keep the mind only in the present. And if we want to develop the wisdom to see, to know reality, we see it only in the present. The way to listen to a Dharma talk, a guided meditation, is not to send our mind out to the speaker. We don't try to watch his face. We don't try to watch his lips move, trying to catch every word. We simply sit with the heart open, and the words enter by themselves. We keep our attention anchored on the breathing, knowing the body, knowing the mind, knowing whatever contacts the mind. The mind is always being contacted through 6 ways: through the eye, the ear, the nose, the tongue, the body, and through what forms in the mind itself, what forms at the heart itself. Thoughts, feelings, memories, moods, states of mind. We observe all these contacts with the mind from outside or from inside, and we simply let them go. Just knowing, just observing, and not reacting. Usually we react to whatever contacts the mind. When we react with attachment, with desire, if we observe our heart, we can see it's like we throw this heart in all directions. We kick this heart around like a football. I want this, I want that. When we react with dislike, with aversion, with anger, we can see that we squeeze our heart, we burn our heart. And so between the 2 extremes of throwing this heart in all directions, squeezing, burning the heart finds no peace. The heart finds no relief. The untrained mind does not know what peace is. The untrained mind does not know how to find peace. So we have to train the mind. We train the mind in what we call mindfulness. Mindfulness means to know, to be aware. What is contacting the mind right now? from outside or from inside, to be aware, to know, and to have the wisdom to let it go, to not react. It's very easy to say, not so easy to do. The mind will always try to escape the training. The mind will always try to run away. Sometimes the mind will run away with a lot of thinking. Sometimes the mind will dream and drift away. So we have to have patience. Patience with our own mind. Every time we become aware the mind has run away, drifted away, we simply bring the mind back to the breathing, back to the mantra if we use. If the mind runs away 1,000 times, we have the patience to bring the mind back 1,000 times. When a thought form appears in the mind, if we take interest in it, we react to it, we create more of them. If a thought appears in the mind, like a bubble in the mind, and we react to this, either with like or dislike, we pour our energy into it. We create more of them. One bubble in the mind becomes 1,000. The heart becomes a jacuzzi. But we just observe what arises in the mind. We see it as a bubble in the mind. We watch it arise. We don't react. We watch it pass away. The mind stays clear. The heart stays clear. Whatever memories appear in the mind, we see them, we observe them. We just see, now the mind is doing this, and we let it go. Just like observing a mirage in the mind. We see it, we observe it, but we don't take interest, we simply let it go. Usually we scatter our attention in all directions, and to past and to future. And when we scatter our attention in all directions, we scatter our mental energy. And so we feel drained, depleted. We've thrown all our energy away. Now in the meditation practice, we train ourselves to keep our attention on our own body, our own mind. Just being aware of the breathing, anchoring our attention on the breathing, observing the breathing arising and passing away, being aware of the body posture, being aware of the sensations of the body as they arise and pass away, being aware of the mind, being aware of whatever forms in the mind, being aware of these bubbles in the mind, these mirages in the mind as they arise and pass away. The heart becomes energized. The mind becomes recharged. We simply sit being aware of the breathing, just knowing, just letting go. And instead of being scattered in all directions, the mental energies become a steady stream of attention directed inward. The energies become unified and harmonized. We feel a great sense of harmony in body, harmony in mind. The body feels light and refined. We have a refined sense of ease and comfort in the body that we don't have words for. The mind becomes at peace. We stop to agitate our own mind. We stop to disturb our own mind. We stop to squeeze and burn our own mind. And what we're left with is peace. The heart becomes calm, cool, clear, and collected. The mind becomes at peace, content. The mind starts to become trained. The mind starts to know what happiness is, what peace is. The Buddha taught that the highest happiness is peace. And this is the purpose of meditation, simply peace. We develop peace through wisdom and wisdom through peace. When the mind becomes uncluttered, undisturbed, the heart becomes clear and clean. And we see that inner peace is the normal state of mind. Inner happiness is the normal state of mind. We have what we call the 4 Brahma Vihara, the 4 divine states of mind. There's kindness, compassion, joy, and equanimity. We call these the 4 divine states of mind. Actually, they are the 4 normal states of mind. It's how the mind should be all the time. If only we would stop to clutter our heart, burn our heart, disturb our heart. It's how the heart should be all the time. Kindness, compassion, joy, and equanimity. Any state of mind other than these 4 is a disturbed state of mind, a mind we cannot trust. We simply sit, being aware of the breathing, anchoring our attention on the breathing, and being aware of whatever else contacts the mind, from outside, from inside, always letting go. The energies become unified, and as the energies become unified, we start to feel an inner lightness. We start to see an inner brightness. This is because the energies which we are unifying are themselves bright energies. The prana of the universe is a bright energy. So as we unify, intensify our own mental energies, they become brighter and stronger to the point where we can actually see and feel our own inner energies. And we get a lift inside. In the beginning, the practice can be very tedious, very frustrating, very boring. We practice and we practice, and maybe we don't appear to see any results in our practice. We can get discouraged. We can look for some distraction on the outside, some stimulation on the outside. We can reach for our telephone, check our social media, but we have patience. We have the patience to stay with the practice, keeping our attention on our own body, our own mind. Our inner energies become stronger and stronger until we cross a certain threshold of energy, and then we get this inner lift. We start to see this inner brightness, and we feel this inner lightness. And now we become much more encouraged, much more confident, much more enthusiastic. We continue our practice just keeping our attention on the breathing. We observe the inner light as it appears. We observe the inner lightness as it appears, and we let it go. Just as we observe the breathing at the nose, at the abdomen, we don't try to control, we don't try to force the breathing. We don't try to control the inner light. We don't try to hold the inner light. If we try to hold it, it's like trying to hold water. We lose it. But just as we observe the breathing at the nose, at the abdomen, we observe the inner light and we let it go. The inner light is in fact the inner refined breathing. And as we let it go, it becomes stronger and stronger. As the inner light becomes stronger and stronger, the heart becomes more and more at peace. The heart becomes more calm, more cool, more clear, more collected. We continue our practice. The inner light becomes stronger and stronger, gradually. In time, the inner light will fill the entire body. The inner light becomes firmly established. And when the inner light becomes firmly established, we have our own inner lantern, our own inner torch to light our way on our spiritual journey, the journey inward. We are no longer spiritually blind. The inner eye has inner light to see. We are no longer sleepwalking. As the heart becomes brighter and brighter, we become more and more awake. The mantra Buddho is translated as the knowing one, the radiant one, the awakened one. Simply knowing the breathing, knowing the body, knowing the mind, and always letting go. The heart becomes brighter and brighter. As the heart becomes brighter, more and more radiant, we become more and more awake. Buddho, it means the knowing one, the radiant one, the awakened one. And as we continue our practice, our practice becomes more refined. The inner peace becomes more refined. The heart becomes more calm, more cool, more clear, more collected. It's not something we can show to another person. Each person must experience for themselves. As we practice, we find an inner oasis, an inner sanctuary. It's hot outside. Now we're into August, 18th of August. It's still very hot outside. But inside, it's cool. It's like we have air condition. When we have our inner light bright, it's always cool inside. The inner light is like the light of the moon. The light of the sun burns the eye. The inner light, like the light of the moon, is cooling to the eye. As the heart becomes brighter and brighter, it becomes more and more cool, more and more clear. We find a wellspring at the heart, a wellspring of cool, clear, fresh life energy, light energy. And we can drink deeply from our own inner pool, drinking peace, drinking joy, simply being content. In the beginning of our practice, the mind always wanted to go to the outside, find some stimulation, some distraction. But now, as we progress in our practice, it becomes more pleasant, more enjoyable for the mind to stay within, to simply rest at the heart. And we feel a sense of home coming. We've come home, home to our own heart. Simply resting at the heart, the mind finds peace and the mind gains strength. We continue our practice just being aware, anchoring the attention on the breathing, being aware of body, of mind, always letting go. The wellspring at the heart becomes more and more energized, becomes a fountain. And when the heart becomes a fountain, we always feel we are overflowing, overflowing from within. Our inner cup is overflowing. So we don't need to chase after pleasures on the outside. Inside we have a fountain of happiness. Inside we know the meaning of the word enough. So many people in the world, they feel this inner emptiness, which they try to fill by buying something, having some experience. But it's never possible to fill this emptiness with anything from the outside. We fill this emptiness only by overflowing from within. We clear out all the clutter in the mind, all the clutter in the heart, and the heart becomes free of clutter, but completely full and overflowing. We don't feel any lack of fulfillment in our life, because inside we are full, filled to overflowing. And we don't need to believe because someone told us, or because we read it in a book. We can see for ourselves. We can see for ourselves, and we can feel for ourselves this inner fountain of divine energy. So we get a greater sense of self-esteem, self-worth. We see we have something very precious inside. We become more dignified. We also become more humble, because we see everyone else is the same. Everyone else has the same, but not many people know. As the inner fountain grows bigger and bigger, it's like we have an inner antenna which grows bigger and bigger. Our sense of intuition becomes more sensitive, more refined. And we see more and more clearly how our own heart affects the world around us. We stop to be surprised at coincidences. As we clear the heart, clean the heart, brighten the heart, we elevate the consciousness. We refine the heart, and we refine the consciousness. If we make the heart very bright, very cool, very clear, very refined, we can have the consciousness of a high heavenly being while still in human body. If we fill the heart with garbage, with greed, anger, hate, we lower the consciousness. We can have the consciousness of a subhuman while still in human body. If we look at a statue of the Buddha, usually we see the Buddha sitting on a lotus, and the consciousness sits at the heart like this. If we make the heart very spacious, very cool, very clear, very bright, we get a very comfortable seat for the consciousness. We elevate the consciousness. If we fill the heart with garbage, greed, anger, jealousy, spite, and so on, the heart becomes hot and dark and cramped. We get a very uncomfortable seat for the consciousness. So the heart is as we make it, and the consciousness becomes as we make it. So we see we are the caretaker of this heart, and we must take care of it. No one else can do it for us. We must do it for ourselves. Simply keeping the heart clean, by keeping basic morality by body, by speech, by mind, and energizing the heart. Energizing the heart by keeping our attention on our own body, our own mind, but not following the mind. The heart becomes energized. So the practice is very simple. It becomes difficult only to the extent that we believe our own foolishness. When greed, anger, and so on appear in the mind, and we follow this, then we lose our clarity, we lose our brightness, we lose our way. But just knowing our own mind, always letting go, the heart becomes cool and clear. The heart becomes clean. we stay with our own natural state of inner peace. So now we've been sitting for some time. The heart has become more and more energized. And now this energy of the heart we can spread in the practice of spreading metta, spreading kindness. Before we do this practice of spreading metta, we always start by simply keeping the mind still, finding our own inner peace. As the mind becomes more at peace, the heart becomes more at peace, it becomes stronger and stronger. The energy of the heart becomes stronger and stronger. So first we spend some time just to find our own inner stillness, our own inner calmness, and then we have the energy, the strength to spread around. So now we focus at the heart chakra. We breathe in with the intention, may I be happy, wishing happiness for myself, for ourselves. As we breathe in, the heart becomes energized. As we breathe out, we let the heart overflow with the intention, may all beings be happy. So breathing in, may I be happy. Breathing out, may all beings be happy. So breathing in, we focus at the heart chakra, energizing the heart. As we breathe out, we let the heart overflow to all beings in front. May all beings in front be happy. And we can feel the energy building up at the heart, overflowing from the heart. Breathing in, energizing the heart. As we breathe out, we let the heart overflow to all beings on our right side. May all beings on my right be happy. Breathing in, may I be happy, energizing the heart. As we breathe out, we let the heart overflow to all beings behind. May all beings behind be happy. Breathing in, energizing the heart, may I be happy. As we breathe out, we let the heart overflow to all beings on our left side. May all beings on my left be happy. And we can feel the energy field of the heart becoming wider and wider, stronger and stronger. Breathing in, energizing the heart, may I be happy. As we breathe out, we let the heart overflow to all beings above. May all beings above be happy. Breathing in, energizing the heart. As we breathe out, we let the heart overflow to all beings below. May all beings below be happy. And we do the same in the 4 diagonal directions. This you can do by yourself. Just breathing in, may I be happy. Breathing out, may all beings be happy. Understanding spiritual teachings really means to understand our own heart. In our spiritual practice, we get to know our heart very well. When we have anger, the heart is hot. We lose our cool. Spreading metta, spreading kindness will make the heart cool. The energy which flows from the heart is a cool energy. If the heart is shaky with anxiety, Spreading metta will make the heart secure. If the heart is heavy, dark, with depression, spreading metta will make the heart light and bright. If the heart is not clean with whatever negative state of mind, spreading metta will wash the heart. The energy comes up like water through a fountain, washing, cleaning the heart, cleaning the entire energy field. And from us, it radiates to the outside, uplifting the world around us. And this practice that we do right now is of tremendous benefit for ourselves and for the world around us. And perhaps only when we come to pass away, we can look back on our life and we can see, we will be astonished how much good we did with this simple practice, how much good we did for our own heart, and how much good we did for the world around us. We will be amazed, astonished. And now we observe the heart. How does the heart feel? Is it more open, more refined, more cool, more clear? Whatever way the heart is, we observe it and we let it go. And now we visualize the planet Earth at the heart chakra. We put the image of the planet Earth at the heart with the intention, may all beings on this earth be at peace. May all beings on land, in the waters, in the air, from young to old, male, female, human, non-human, may all beings be happy. We put the image of the solar system at the heart, wishing peace, wishing happiness for all beings throughout the solar system. May all beings throughout this solar system be at peace. May all beings be happy. We put the image of the galaxy at the heart, wishing peace, wishing happiness for all beings throughout the entire galaxy. May all beings throughout this galaxy be at peace. May all beings be happy. And finally, we have no more pictures, no more images. We have just the intention that the entire universe is contained within this heart. The entire universe is contained within this heart chakra. And we wish peace and happiness for all beings throughout the entire universe. May all beings throughout the entire universe be at peace. May all beings be happy. This heart can become an ocean of peace, ocean of kindness, ocean of compassion. It can fill the entire universe. It can contain the entire universe. We wish peace and happiness for our spiritual teachers, We share the merits we make from the good actions that we do with our spiritual teachers, wishing them long life and good health. We wish peace and happiness for our mother and father. We share our merits with our parents, wishing them happiness, wishing them peace, and wherever they are, living or deceased, they get the energy now radiating from our heart. Because of the close heart connection with our parents, it's always easy to send energy to our parents. We wish peace and happiness for all our family, brothers and sisters, aunts and uncles, cousins, nieces, nephews. Wishing all our family peace and happiness. We share our merits with all our family. We wish peace and happiness for the angels watching over us. We share our merits with the angels watching over us. We share our merits with all the higher beings in our area. And they rejoice, they dwell in joy. When we do this practice, we get friends in high places. We wish happiness for all beings who are friendly to us. We wish happiness for all beings who are not friendly to us. We wish happiness for all beings who we have ever harmed in the past. By mind, we ask forgiveness. We wish happiness for all beings who have ever harmed us, and we completely forgive. And as we forgive, the heart becomes more light, more bright, more cool, more clear, and more free. Wishing peace, wishing happiness for all beings throughout the entire universe. May all beings be happy. And now we zoom back down, we put the image of the galaxy back at the heart chakra. Wishing peace, wishing happiness for all beings throughout this galaxy. We put the image of the solar system back at the heart chakra, wishing peace, wishing happiness for all beings throughout the solar system. We put the image of the Earth, the planet Earth, back at the heart chakra, wishing peace, wishing happiness for all beings on this Earth. And finally, we zoom down to our own heart chakra, try to see our own heart chakra as a ball of white light, and we wish happiness for ourselves. With the intention, may this heart be at peace, bright and cool and clear. May this heart be at peace. And we observe, how is the heart now? Does it feel more refined, more open, more light, more cool, more clear? Whatever way the heart feels, we observe it and we let it go. As we continue our practice, the heart will open up like the petals of a flower, become bright and cool and clear and wide. We can't force or control it. We just do our duty to take care of our heart, and the results come in their own time. And now we bring our attention back to our body again, being aware of the sitting posture. We can try to visualize ourselves sitting here. We bring the right hand slowly to the right knee. We bring the left hand slowly to the left knee. And we can try to visualize ourselves in this posture. These hand movements help the mind to come out of meditation smoothly. We bring the right hand up to the heart chakra. The left hand joins the right hand, and now the heart is very bright, very strong. And with this strong, bright heart, we make the intention to continue our spiritual practice, which means to avoid doing evil, to do good, and to purify the heart. We bring the hands up to the forehead in gratitude and respect. Back down to the legs. And in our own time, in your own time, whenever you're ready, we open the eyes and we keep the heart open. And so I thank you for joining me today in this meditation, and I invite you to join me again tomorrow and every day. Every day I do this Metta meditation at 7 p.m. Central European Time. You'll find this live stream on my Facebook page, Brightheart Meditation, or also live stream on YouTube channel, Finnbarr Kennedy. And you're very welcome to join me in this meditation every day. We put our hearts together and we spread this peace and happiness, and we can make a great difference. And if someone is interested to come to my meditation center here in Hungary, I leave something in the comment section below. And so I wish you all the best in your practice, and I wish you the highest happiness, which is the happiness of peace.